Hello, my dear students. I am Jerry Wheeler, a mathematics teacher for class 9, and today we will learn how to find rational numbers between two given rational numbers by different methods. So let's start our video. So today we will start our video from that point only where we have stopped last time. Okay, so in our previous video we have learned about representations of rational numbers on the number line, in which we have learned about rational numbers which are having same denominators, as you can see here, this one. These numbers we have shown on number line. Then we have learned about rational numbers having different denominators like 3/4, 6/12, 5/8, all having different denominators. So we have represented it on the number line. Today we will learn about mixed rational numbers. Mixed like 2 3/8, 2 whole 3/8 also you can say, and -1 5/7. So it is a mixed fraction. Okay. So today we will learn how to represent these on the number line. So first of all we have to check what is the denominator of the given fraction. Like 2 3/8, what is the denominator here? It is 8. So let's first represent 2 3/8 on the number line. So as we can see here, the denominator is what? 8. So we have to emphasize on the denominator first, then we have to check what is the whole number. 2 is the whole number. 2 3/8, what is 2 3/8? So what we have to do, we have to check where is 2. It is positive, so we have to check the right hand side of the 0. 1 2, this is 2. Okay, now what? 3/8. So it is 2 3/8. It means it is bigger than 2, but it is less than 3. So it means this number will become between 2 and 3. Okay, now how we have to show, or how we have to represent this number, it is depends on the denominator, as I told you in starting only. So denominator is what? 8. So we have to divide this 2 and 3 units, the gap of this 2 and 3 units between 8 units, like 2 and 3. No, so we have to start after 2. Just check here, pay attention. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and 8th is what? 3 only. Where 8th will come? On 3 only. This 8th will come on 3 point only. Okay, so we have divided this in 3 units. Like you can see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 8 parts we have divided this one. Okay, or you can say, like, you can give name also. This is O. Okay, this is A, this is B. Okay, and this is C, you can say, no problem. This is D, you can say. Okay, and this one you can say E. Okay, now see, so we have divided the gap between B and C into 8 units. Okay, now what? We have to represent what? 2 3/8. 2 whole 3/8. So 2 is there, as I told you, it is between 2 and 3. So 2 what? 3/8. What is the denominator? We have divided into 8 units. Now what is the work of this numerator? 3. What is the numerator? 3 here. So we have to count after 2. Remember, we have to count after 2. So 1 2 3. This is our point. Where? 1 2 3. This is our point, this one. Okay, this point is showing what? Our required point, which we have to show. 1 2 3. This point is showing what? 2 3/8. Okay, this point, this particular point. Clear to you or not? See once again, 2 3/8. What is the number? 2 3/8. So 1 2 3, coming 3. With numerator we are focusing here. And what is the work of denominator? We have to divide the units in, divide that BC, at B and C point BC, the gap between BC, into 8 units. Clear to you? I hope it is clear to you. Now move on to the second part. What is the second part? Just check here properly. It is -1 5/7. What is the number? -1. It means we have to represent this number on the left hand side of 0. Okay, so -1 5/7. What is the number? -1 5/7. So it means this number will be represented between -1 and -2. Now what is the next step? We have to focus on the denominator. What is the denominator here? The denominator is what? 7. What is the denominator here? 7. So it means we have to divide the gap between -1. It is -1. Okay, -1 -2. We have to divide the gap between these two into what? Into 7 equal parts. So we can say 7 equal parts. 1, okay, 2 3 4 5 6, or this is the 7th. 2 is the only 7th. 7 will come on 2 only. Okay, so we have divided the gap between this minus 1 and minus 2, you can say DE, into 7 equal parts. Okay, clear? Now what is the work of numerator? Now we have to count from here, because it is minus 1 5.7, as it is minus number, so we have to go on left side. Okay, what is numerator? 5. So 1 2 3 4 5. Once again, see, I'm not counting from 1, but I'm counting after 1. 1 2 3 4 5. This is our point. Okay, so you can show it. This is our point, this one. This point is showing what? You can say minus 1 5 upon 7. Clear? Okay, you can give name also. A B C D E we have already given, so P, and we can give name R. Okay, these are our points which are showing the required point which we have to show. So I hope it is clear to you. So now next, when numerator is greater than the denominator, once again pay attention, when numerator is greater than the denominator and they are having what? Different denominators, like 7.5. 7 is numerator and 5 is denominator. Till now whatever we have learned, in which we have learned that one is there that when having same denominator, then we have learned that when they are having different denominators, then we have learned that they are mixed fractions. Okay, but now as you can see this one, okay, they are having different denominators, but just check the numerator 7 and denominator 5. Here the numerator is greater than the denominator. Here 7 is greater than the 5. So numerator greater than denominator. Okay, okay, just pay attention how do we solve these questions. 7 upon 5, how we can write? So whenever our numerator is greater than denominator, it means it is improper fraction. So whenever improper fraction is given, we have to convert into mixed fraction. Okay, so how we can convert? What is the denominator? 5. So what is the 5 table? 5 ones are 5, 5 to the 10, so 10 is greater than 7, so 5 ones are 5. How much left? 2. How much left? 2. Just pay attention here, rough work. As you can see here, maybe you can understand now easily. 5 ones are 5. How much left? 2. It is Q. Okay, so it is remainder R. It is what? Quotient, and it is what? Divisor. So how we are writing this mixed fraction form? Q R upon D. So Q is what? Quotient 1. R is what? Remainder, which will come upside 2, or downside what? Divisor 5. So 1 2 by 5. 5 ones are 5 plus 2 7. 7 upon 5 it becomes again, it will become same thing only. But now as you can see 2 upon 5. If you remove this, if you just hide this whole number, so it becomes 2 upon 5, which is a proper fraction. Okay, now numerator is less than the denominator. So 5 ones are 5 plus 2 7. So it becomes this now. What? 1 whole 2 by 5. Okay, 1 whole 2 by 5. Now easily we can represent this number on the number line. What is the number? 1 2 by 5. 1 is positive, so it will come on the right hand side of 0. Okay, so 1 2 by 5. 1 2 by 5, which it means it is greater than 1 and less than 2. So it means it will come between 1 and 2. What is the denominator here? 5. So we have to divide the gap between this one 2 and 5 into how many parts? 5 equal parts. So after 1 I will start 1 2 3 4 5. On the fifth point 2 will come. Now what we have to show? 1 2 by 5. So 1 is there. Okay, this is the 1. 2 by 5. So I will count after 1. 1 2. This point is showing what? 1 2 by 5. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5. So 1. Okay, this is the 1. Which part? Second part. Out of how many? 5 equal parts I have shown here. Okay, so this point is showing 1 2 by 5. Now next number is what? Minus 10 upon 7. So how we can represent this one? Easy. 7 1 is 7, 7 2 is 14. So 14 is greater than 10. So I can say 7 1 is 7. It is minus, so write minus here. Now 7 is 7. How much? 3. So it becomes minus 1 3 by 7. Or it becomes minus 1 3 by 7. So minus 1 will come on the left hand side of the 0. And what is the denominator? 7. So it means I have to divide the gap between 1 and 2. Sorry, not 1. Minus 1 and minus 2 into 7 equal parts. How many equal parts? 7. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. On 7 2 will come. Here I have already divided. So you have to divide with the pencil. Okay, when you are representing this one, use pencil to draw this line. Okay, now what? We have divided into 7 equal parts according to denominator. Now what is the numerator? 3. So we have to count 3 from this one minus 1, but after 1. Okay, after this minus 1, 1, 1, then 2, then 3. This is the point. This is the point which showing what? Minus 1 3 by 7. So I hope it is clear to you now how to represent these numbers, because I have told you all types. Okay, so now you can represent any number on number line. There should be no difficulty. Okay, students. So now students, we will learn about how to find a rational number between two given rational numbers. So for finding this, we are having some methods. So first we will learn about mid-value method. So let's learn about mid-value method. When it is most suitable? It is most suitable when we have to find only one rational number between the two given rational numbers. Even we can find out two also, but it is best suitable for one, when we have to find one rational number between the two rational numbers. So let's learn this method. What is the name of the method? Mid-value method. So if two rational numbers are given, like you can say x and y. What is given? X and y. We have assumed that these are the variables, like x and y are the two given numbers, and between them we have to find one rational number. So first of all, we have to see that which one is bigger and which one is smaller. Okay, and we have to see in this way that which is bigger number, we have to say it y, and which is smaller, we have to say it x. Okay, so x should be less than y. In this way we have to assume. Now the formula which we are going to use in this method is 1 upon 2 x plus y. Okay, because this is the rational number which is lying between the two numbers, that is x and y. So for example, just see the example clearly and properly. Find a rational number between 4 and 5. Again see, find a means one only rational number between 4 and 5. So here 4 and 5 we can see clearly is 5 is bigger than 4. So the number which is bigger will be called y, the number which is smaller will be called x. So x equals to 4 and y equals to 5. Clear? Now we have determined what is our x and what is our y. Now required rational numbers which are lying between the 4 and 5 are, so we have to use what? 1 upon 2 x plus y. So 1 upon 2 x is what? 4 and y is what? 5. 4 plus 5, 9. So 1 upon 2 multiply by 9. 9 1 ja 9. So 9 upon 2. And if we divide this 9 by 2, so what will come? 4.5. So what will come? 4.5. So we can say that the 4.5 is the rational number which will lie between 4 and 5. Okay, we can show it in this way also. Number line 4 and 5, it will lie here, 4.5. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. Now suppose that we have to find a rational number between these two numbers. Now earlier they have given whole number. Now they are saying find the rational number between the two rational number, that is are in fraction form, 1 upon 3 and 1 upon 2. Okay, now don't be confused that it is not a rational number, it is also a rational number, because we can write 4 and 5 as 4 upon 1 and 5 upon 1 also. Then it becomes a rational number only. Okay, so first just check this one second part. Find a rational number between 1 upon 3 and 1 upon 2. So first step is what? We have to check which one is smaller and which one is greater. As we can see, 1 upon 3 and 1 upon 2. So half is greater than 1 upon 3, and if you don't understand, so you can divide it. Let's divide 1 by 3. If you divide 1 by 3, you can use the box method also. So 3 point, we first, because 1 is smaller than 3, 3 1 ja 3 is coming. So first we put decimal. So we have taken decimal, so it becomes 10. 3 3 is 9. Then again 1 will left as a remainder, then again we'll put 3. So it will come 0.333 and so on. Okay, repeating decimal it will come. Then what is the next number? 1 upon 2. If we divide 1 by 2, so first we will put point decimal, it becomes 10. Then 2 5 is 10, so it becomes 0.5. Now clearly we can see 0.5 is greater than 0.33. Now don't say sir it is 0.33. 33 is wrong. Just say 0.3. So just we check the digits which is just come after the point. So here 5, here 3. 5 is greater than 3. So 0.5 is greater than 0.33. So we can say 1 upon 2 is greater than 1 upon 3. In this way 1 upon 3 become x and 1 upon 2 become y. Okay. Now required rational number. So again put the formula 1 upon 2 x plus y. 1 upon 2, the formula 1. X is what? 1 upon 3. What is plus y? Y is what? 1 upon 2. So plus 1 upon 2. Now if we take the LCM of 3 and 2. 3 2s are 6. It is shortcut method to take LCM. 3 2 is 6. Cross multiplication 2 1 ja 2. and 3 1 ja 3. So 2 plus 3, 5. So it becomes 1 upon 2 multiplied by 5 upon 6. 5 1s are 5, 2 6 are 12. So it becomes 5 upon 12. So 5 upon 12 is a number which will come between 1 upon 3 and 1 upon 2. Okay. Now there is another method to find out a rational number between two rational numbers, or we can say that that name is what? Denominator method. What is the name of this? Denominator method. First we have learned about mid value method. Now we are going to learn about denominator method. This method is most suitable when we have to find more than one numbers. When it is more suitable when we have to find more than one rational number. So if you have to find only one rational number, so you apply mid value. If you have to find out more than one rational number between the two given rational numbers, so you have to apply denominator method. So what is the formula? Numerator upon denominator multiply by n plus 1 n plus 1. Now you will be confused. Sir, what is this n? So let's see here. In case, first we will learn in case of like denominators. Like denominator means which are having same denominator. Like you can see this question. Find 5 rational numbers between 4 upon 7 and 5 upon 7. As you can see here, 7 and 7. The both the denominators are same, so we are calling them like denominators. Okay, so what is n here, in which you are confusing? What is n here? N means how much they have asked. They ask how many numbers we have to find out? 5. This n is what? Our 5 only. So n equals to 5. So what is n plus 1? It means 5 plus 1. So 5 plus 1 equals to 6. So n plus 1 equals to what? 6. Now we have to put the formula numerator upon denominator. What is our first fraction? 4 upon 7. So 4 upon 7 we have written. Numerator, denominator, multiply n plus 1 upon n plus 1. So what is n plus 1? 6. So 4 upon 7 multiply by 6 upon 6. 6 4s are 24, 6 7s are 42. Okay, so we got the fraction 24 upon 42. Next fraction is given 5 upon 7. So 5 upon 7 we have written. Multiply by n plus 1. So 6 upon 6, 5 6 are 30, 7 6 are 42. So we got 24 upon 42 and we got another number 30 upon 42. So this is equivalent to 4 upon 7 and this 30 upon 42 is equivalent to 5 upon 7. Now don't ask me what is equivalent number, because in previous video I have explained already what is equivalent numbers. Okay, equivalent rational numbers. Now, so the 5 rational numbers which we have to find out between 24 upon 42, or you can say 4 upon 7, and 30 upon 42 are what? After 24 what will come? Because see, 42 and 42. Now the fractions are denominators are same. So after 24 what will come? 25 upon 42. After 25, 26 upon 42. After 26, 27 upon 42. After 27, 28 upon 42. And after 28, 29 upon 42. And the last number is already given, 30 upon 42. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this way we have found out how many? 5 rational numbers between the given two rational numbers. It is clear to you? This is the first case when we are finding a 5 rational numbers between like denominators, 7 7. Now there are fractions, or you can say rational numbers, in which the denominators are not same, different. So let's learn about them. In case of unlike denominators like 5 and 8, different denominators are there. So in that case, when the denominator is different, just pay attention carefully. If the denominators are given same, like denominator, so directly we can put this one n plus 1 and we can find the answer. But if the denominators are given different, as you can see here, unlike denominators are given 5 and 8. So in this case, first we have to find out the LCM of denominators. What are our denominators? 5 and 8. So LCM of 5 and 8 is what? 40. 5 is a 40, you can say. Or you can apply the basic method. Why? LCM 5, you can write comma 8, then 2, because 2 in 2 table 5 can't come, so we'll write 5 as it is, then 2 4s are 8, then again we'll 5 as it is, then 2 2s are 4, then again 5 as it is, 2 1s are 2, and at last 5 1s are 5. When 1 1 at last both 1 1 came, so we have to stop here. Then we multiply these factors. So 2 into 2 into 2 into 5. So what will come? 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 5s are 40. So 40 is the LCM of 5 and 8. Okay. So we got the LCM 40. So we'll try to make their denominators as equals to 40. So first we will write the first fraction 3 upon 5. Our first rational number 3 upon 5. Then what is the next rational number? 7 upon 8. We will write downside. Multiply. By which number we should multiply this 5 so that the denominator becomes what? Our LCM 40. So best method is what? Multiply the denominator of first fraction by the denominator of second fraction. See, this is the first fraction. We multiply this by the denominator of second fraction. The fraction of second denominator is what? The denominator of second fraction is what? 8. So 3 upon 5 multiply by 8 upon 8. In the same way, 7 upon 8 multiply by 5. Because this is the denominator of this fraction. So into 5 upon 5. Just check here. 3 upon 5 multiplied by 8 upon 8. 7 upon 8 multiplied by 5 upon 5. Now when we are multiplying, 5 is a 40 and 8 5 is a 40. See, the denominator becomes same or not? This is our motto. We have to make the denominator same. So 40 40, 3 8 is a 24 and 7 5 35. So it becomes 24 upon 40 and it becomes 35 upon 40. So we can find out the rational numbers between them. Now see, you are thinking that, sir, why we are not multiplying by n plus 1? Because here we don't need. Just check 24 and 35. So already there is a too much gap there and we have to find only 7. So already there are gap between 24 and 35 is already more than 10. So and we have to find only 7. So we can just count them. After 24 what will come? 24 upon 40, then 25 upon 40. Okay. Then 26 upon 40. Then what will come? 27 upon 40. Then 28 upon 40. 29 upon 40. 30 upon 40. 31 upon 40. Just check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If they have asked more than 7, then we can find those also. Okay. Now suppose, so we have find our answer here now here. Okay. We can put them into simplest form also. If they are divisible, then we can put in the simplest form also. That answer will be also correct and this answer is also correct. Okay. Now suppose they have asked to find out more, you can say like that, they have asked to find out 15 rational numbers here. How many? 15 rational numbers between these two. But if we are checking here, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 31, then 32 33 34 35, then it means 4 more, 7 plus 4 11 numbers will come right now, but we have to find 15. Suppose if we have to find 15, so what we will do that time? Simply what we will do, 24 upon 40, 35 upon 40 is there, we will multiply by what? They have asked 7 rational numbers, so we multiply by 8 upon 8, that is n plus 1. 7 is there, so n plus 1, so 8 upon 8 we multiply. So we can easily get what? How many? 15 rational numbers between the same numbers. Okay, so we can find any 15 numbers, though there can be more rational numbers than 15 between them, these two numbers, but you can find only 15. Okay, in that way you can find out. So there should be no confusion. Okay. Now there is one more method to find out rational number between two given rational number. That is the third and last method you can say, and I have given name to this method as D method because we are finding D here. Means derivation. That what is the formula for finding that D? Y minus x upon n plus 1. And this method you can use to find out as many as numbers between the two given numbers, and even if they are having different denominators. Okay. So note what? X should be greater than, x should be less than y. So already we are using this one only. So what is the formula? Y minus D equals to y minus x n plus 1. So we will find out D. After finding out D, if we have to find out numbers between x and y, so we can say the number are x plus d, x plus 2d, x plus 3d, x plus nd. Okay, so we can say there can be infinitely many rational numbers as you can count between any two given numbers. Okay, that's why I have written x plus nd. It can be anything. Okay, so just let us understand this by the example. Just take example. Insert 5 rational numbers between minus 2 upon 3 and 3 upon 4. Just check. These are, here it is 3, here it is 4, different denominators. So we are going to use this formula here. First we'll find out D here. So what is our x, what is our y? As I told you, x should be less than y. So it is minus, it is plus. So it is very easy to identify here. 3 upon 4 is y and this minus 2 upon 3 is what? X. Okay. Now we will put our formula D equals to y minus x upon n plus 1. So what is our y? 3 upon 4 I have written minus x. What is our x? X is already in negative. So minus, it is a sign of this formula, and this minus, so I have put bracket minus 2 upon 3 upon n plus 1. How many numbers we have to find out? 5. So n is 5 plus 1. Okay, 3 upon 4 minus minus plus 2 upon 3 upon 5 plus 1 6. Now 3 upon 4 plus 2 upon 3. So we will take LCM of 4 and 3. 4 3s are 12 and cross multiplication 3 3s are 9. 4 2s are 8. So 9 plus 8 upon 12, which means 9 plus 8 means 17 upon 12. Now upon 6 we can write as divide by 6. Now divide by 6 means you know that every number has 1 as a denominator, so I have written 1 as a denominator. Now 17 upon 12 divided by 6 upon 1. Now you know very well we have to change the sign of divide into multiplication. When we change this sign, so what will happen? Reciprocal. This 1 will go upside, 6 will come downside. So 17 upon 12 multiplied by 1 upon 6. 17 1 is 17 and 12 6 are 72. So in this way we find our D. What is our D? 17 upon 72. So the 5 rational number which will come between minus 2 upon 3 and 3 upon 4 are x plus d, x plus 2d, x plus 3d, x plus 4d and x plus 5d. If they have asked 6, then we can write more also, x plus 6d also. Now, so what is our x? Minus 2 upon 3. As you can see, x, we have already find out now, x minus 2 upon 3. So minus 2 upon 3 plus d, just we have find out 17 upon 72. What is x? Again, x plus 2d. So minus 2 upon 3. And what is 2d? 2 multiplied by d. So 2 17s are 70, or you can say 17 2s are, because 2d na. So, or you can understand like this, in this way also. Just pay attention here. 2d. So we can write 2 multiply by 17 upon 72. So 17 2s are what? 34 upon 72. So basically we are multiplying by 17. 17 table we are reading here. Okay. So 17 2s are, we can say what? 34 upon 72. Then x plus 3d. So x is what? Again minus 2 upon 3 plus 17 3s are 51 upon 72. Then x again minus 2 upon 3. 17 4s are 68 upon 72. Then what? X plus 5d. So x minus 2 upon 3 and 17 5s are 85 upon 72. Then we have to solve them. So 3 and 72 LCM will come 72 only, because it is greater than 3 and it is coming also in table of 3. How? If we divide 72 by 3, so what will come? 24. 24 2s are 48. So minus 48 plus 17. Minus 2 upon 3, again the same thing will come. So minus 48. Okay. Just in place of this one 17, it will come 34. Minus 48 upon 72, what? Plus 51. Minus 48 plus 68 upon 72. Minus 48 plus 85 upon 72. When we solve them, minus 48 plus 17. So minus plus minus. 48 minus 17, it will come 31. How much it will come? 31, because 8 minus 7 1, 4 minus 1 3. So it will come sign of minus, because it is greater than 17. So minus 31 upon 72 is the first number. Then minus 48 plus 34 minus plus again minus. So minus 48 34 minus 14 upon 72. Then minus 48 plus 51. Here 51 is greater than this. So the answer will come in positive. So 3 upon 72. Then minus 48 plus 68. It means minus plus minus only. 68 minus 48, 20 upon 72. At last minus 48 plus 85. Again minus 85 minus 48, 37. And the sign will come of plus, because 85 is greater than 48. So it comes 37 upon 72. So these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers which are coming between 3 upon minus 2 upon 3 and 3 upon 4. Now this is the answer, and we can find more answer also by dividing them into simplest form. Like you can see here, this is 14, this is 72. So we can put in their simplest form also. So here if we divide by 2, so we can say that 7 2s are 4, 2 7 2 7s are 14. It means minus 7, and downside 2 36 are. So it comes minus 7 upon 36. Then next 3 1s are 3 and 3 24s are 72. This one we can cut. Surely we can cut. By which number? We can cut by 4. 4 5s are 20. And we can say 4 18s. 18 4 is 72 hota na? That's why. Okay. Then 37 upon 72, it will remain same, because we can't cut. So we can say our new number is what? Minus 31 upon 72. Then minus 7 upon 36. Then we can say 1 upon 24. And at last what? 5 upon 18. And 37 upon 72. So our this answer is also correct, and this answer is also correct. We have put in simplest form. Okay. So this is called what? How to find a rational number or more than one rational number between two given rational numbers. So I hope it is clear to you. Now what you can do, you can solve the questions given in NCERT book. So these are the questions given in exercise 1.1 number system. A 0 is a rational number. Can you write it in the form P upon Q, where P and Q and T and Q should not be equal to 0. So this already this concept I have explained in previous video. Then find 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. Easily you can find out how. You can write 3 as 3 upon 1 and you can write 4 as 4 upon 1. Then you can apply any of method. Okay. You have to find 6 rational numbers here, remember. So you can apply denominator method also, and you can apply D method also. It's up to you only. Then find 5 rational numbers between 3 upon 5 and 4 upon 5. Same denominator, so it is very easy for you. So try to use both methods, denominator method also, and you can say what, D method also, and try to use that one, first one, mid value method also. then at last true false are given, so you just read it and you can solve it. So just complete this work, and I will give some extra questions also. Try to solve them, and if you like this video, please like this video, it appreciate me. Okay, so all the best student, take care.